Hey guys, it's Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and today we're going to take a look at a game about alien abduction and probing and stuff called Processing. Processing, it's actually processing a game of serving humanity, is a 3 to 6 player game where players are trying to, players are aliens, trying to abduct these humans and cows and trying to either decide if they're going to set them free, they're going to probe them, or they're going to process them. That's the theme. Interesting. So the way you're doing that is you're doing that by voting. There are going to be these cards that have pictures of people and cows. You're trying to manipulate these cards to certain colors, the 3 colors, red, green, and blue, to score points to go along with these agenda cards that you have, which look like this. Cards with the the areas with the stars are worth points, the areas with the brown cow is mad cow. So you're voting on these things to try to get them up into the certain colors so you can score more points than the opponent. The trick here is if you're the highest on the cow track in the basic game, even if you're in the lead, you get processed and you lose. So while you're trying to score the most points, you're also trying to not score the most cow points. Interesting. Let's go down to the table and see how it plays. All right, so here's a game of processing, a game of serving humanity, all set up for 3 players. I'm going to go over setup pretty quickly, and then I'm just going to jump into gameplay. So you're going to set up the point board, which is where you're going to be moving your little person, meeple. And you're going to set up the mad cow board, which is going to have cows. Next to it, you're going to separate the tokens if you want. Put the free, the probe, and the process cards all out with a little bit of space because you're going to be moving stuff above them. Flip 3 lot cards. We'll go into more details about that when we start playing. And give each person a character. And depending on player count, a certain number of agenda cards. In a 3-player game, you get 4. But in other player counts, you may get 3 or less or more. And then we're going to go ahead and get started. Each player also gets 3 of each voting chip, which I forgot to pass out, so I'll do that now. And then we'll get started. I knew I was forgetting something. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Alright, so what we're trying to do is we are trying to vote on these cards to get cows and people up in the certain colored areas so we can score points. We're going to do that. At the end of the round, we're going to be playing these agenda cards, which are going to say how we plan on scoring for the round. So we're trying to vote to manipulate these cards to get up to the top for us to score. So let me show you one of the green player's cards. So if you look at this, the parts with the stars are what you're going to score. The parts with the cow with the X is the mad cow. So you want to play cards where you can get more of the stars than the mad cows. Because at the end, I'm doing the intro, basic, simple game. Whoever is farthest up on the mad cow track gets processed and they automatically lose. So even if you're heading points, you could lose. So you're trying to move as little on the cow as possible. There are variants where you can use the cow track, turn that into the stars and vice versa, but we're not playing with that. It's in the rulebook if you want to check it out. It just adds a little more flavor to the game. But I'm just showing you how the basic game works so you can get a feel of it. So you're just trying to play these cards. So you're trying to vote to get, say I want this card wins blue, it would come up here. Now I would have 2 points to go toward this card because there's a person and a cow in blue and nothing in red. So that's how that kind of works. That's what we're trying to do here. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into the game. So the game takes place over 2 parts. There's a voting part where you're going to put one of your tokens on any of these. Some of these cards have predetermined votes. So this is a red. It's favoring red already. This one's favoring blue and this one's favoring green, or process, probe, and free. So on my turn, I can put something on anywhere. It doesn't matter if it's already green because whatever the majority is when it's full, it's going to come up to that color. Just like a normal vote. Majority is winning. No electoral college here. All right. And then the first player, which is going to be green, gets the lot card. Every time it's their turn, they're going to flip a new lot card to give us more things to vote on. We're going to play until everybody has voted 6 times, so we'll have 3 tokens left. So I'm going to play through a round, might play through 2, not sure, depending on how long my battery life of my camera is. So let's get going. So green players first, so they'll flip a new card. And then they'll go ahead and place a vote. So let's look at some agenda cards here. See what we're looking at. Alright, so here's the cards that we have. We definitely want to stay away from these double mad cows. Those are scary. So we're going to try to not play some of those. So I'm going to actually try to get some cows and some people up in blue. So even though I said those are scary, I'm going to try to score this card. So let's see how many. I'm going to play this face up so I can stay focused. I'm not going to look at these, but this will help me stay focused here. So I'm going to try to get some people up in blue. So I'm going to go ahead and play this right there. Then it'll be this player's turn. No, this player's turn. Yeah. So purple's next. If not, that's the turn order that's going to be. So they're going to go ahead and play red here. Then it'll be this player. They would play green here. Again, I don't know what they are. I'm just grabbing different colored chips. Then it'll be back to me. Another lot card would come out. And let's see. I'm going to go ahead and put another. I'm actually going to put a blue here. Then they are going to put a blue here. This player is going to do a red here. Then it comes back to me, and we're running out of room. But there's 6. So whenever you hit 6 in the processing, the front one automatically gets scored. So right now, it's red. So it comes up to red. These tokens are out. These will slide down. And flip. Alright, so then it is my turn. I'm going to go ahead and get this up here. So I'm going to put blue there. This one's going to score for blue because it's full. Conveyor belt moves down. Alright. So let's see. It's purple player's turn. They want to put blue here. And this player will put a red here. And it's my turn, so we'll flip a new card. And I'm actually going to put, I don't have any blue. So let's do green here. Back to this player. They're going to do blue. So this is coming up to blue. Whoops. So this one's blue. This slides down. It's this player's turn. I think. Why don't I have less? No, we're good. Yeah, it's this player's turn. So they're going to jump in on the blue game. They're going to go ahead and put a blue one here. And then it's back to me. So we'll flip a new one. I am going to put a red here. So this one's green. Then slide down. Back to purple. They want to make this one green. Yeah, they're going to make this one green. Probably not, but I'm just trying to not score a ton for myself. So this one's green. Then slides down. It's this player's turn. They want to get some blue up in here. So they're going to put blue here. Back to me. This is the last voting round. I'm going to go ahead and put green here. They're going to put green. And they're going to go ahead and do blue. If there's a tie, nobody wins. And it goes back to the bottom of the pile, which kind of stinks because that would have scored me a pile of points. So this is back down to the bottom. Everybody's voted 6 times, and that is the end. All right. So what you do now is you're going to go down to 3 lot cards if there are more. In this case, there are only 3, so we do that. If there's more than 3, you're going to start with the front, and you're going to start tallying goals for majority as if it was full. But in this case, we don't have to do that, so we're going to move on. Next, each player is going to pick an agenda card that they want to score. So I'm going to pick this one, the one that I showed you earlier, which may not be optimal, but that's fine. And then this player is just going to pick this one. And these are all face down, and this player will go ahead and pick this one. So then we'll reveal all at the same time. And here we go. All right, so we'll start with me because I had the lot cards. So I'm going to get 1 star for every guy and cow in blue. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because I get points for all of these. So I get 5 points on this track, and that's green. So I'm down here. And I get 1 mad cow for every guy and cow on red, which would have been fine, but somebody went and did that. So now I have 2 mad cows. And then this agenda card can just be discarded because it's done. All right, then we'll go to this player. They're scoring cows on blue, cows on green, and they're getting mad cow for cows on red. So they're scoring cows on blue, which is 1, 2, and they're purple. They're scoring cows on green, which is 2, and they're scoring mad cows for cows on red. So there's no cows on red, so they get no mad cow. Sweet, good job for them. This player, they are scoring for people on red, cows on blue, and cows on green. So there are 2 guys on red. There are 2 cows on blue. And there's 2 cows on green, which is going to cause them to go up to 2 mad cow. All right, and then that's good. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to clear all these. They're just out of the game. And then we're going to pass the lot cards to whoever's in first place on the stars. So in this case, it's green, so it's going to stay with green. We're going to get 2 more of each voting token. So we each get 2 more of each. So as you vote, you're going to start dwindling on some of your options. And the third round is even more interesting. Whoops. So I'll show you that. Maybe. I might not, but I'll at least talk to you about it. So 2 green, 2 red, 2 blue. All right, and then we're just going to do this all again. So we're going to vote 6 times, and then we're going to score. So I'll play through this round, and then I'll wrap it up, and I'll just explain the difference on the last round. All right, so starting with green, let's pick a card that we're going to play this time. So I'm going to do this one. So I'm going to try to get people in blue, cows in green, and no people in red. So that's how we're going to roll. So let's see. I'm going to do people in blue. So let's go here. All right, then back to this player. They also want to put some blue here. This player is going to do green here. Then back to me, I'll flip another lot card. Ooh, blue people. Oh, I don't need blue cows. I need blue people. So I'm going to go ahead and throw a green here. And actually throw a red. Because even if it busts, it won't hurt me. So that's fine. So I'm going to go here. They have some green and some red. They're going to throw ahead and throw a red here. And it's this player. They're going to go ahead and dump a green here. Back to me, another lot card. I want to get some cows on green. So I'm going to go ahead and put a green here. Back to this player. They will do a red here. Back to this player. They're going to go ahead and dump a red here, which really stinks because I was hoping to get those 2 guys up in blue, but that's fine. It is what it is. So this goes to the bottom, doesn't score. Two, four, six. Okay, good. And these slide down. Then it's my turn again. And then I'm going to flip a lot card. I want to get some cows up in green, so let's go ahead and play some green here. This player's turn, they would like to get some green as well. This player, they're going to put red here because they want to get some red cows. So this one scores. Well, not a score, but it goes up to process for red. Slides down. 5, 5, 5. Okay, then flip another lot card. Then I'm going to go ahead and throw a red one here. So this is going to score for green. Which is good because I need cows. Then we're going to go to purple. And purple wants to, they're going to go ahead and keep putting their eggs in this basket. And this one is going to go ahead and put a red here. Then it's back to me. Another lock card. So that one likes red. Let's see here. This is my last vote. So what do I want to do with it? I'd like to get some more blue, but I don't think that's going to be happening. Let's see if I can coerce somebody to go green up with me here. So it's this player's turn. They're going to go ahead and throw down a green here to see what happens. And this player is going to do... They're going to go ahead and finish this one. So that one's green. And then that's it. Everybody's voted 6 times. So slide these down. All right. So now we're going to tally down to 3, which means this one's going to score for red. So we have 2 on red, 2 on green, and nothing on blue. All right. So now we're each going to pick an agenda card. I picked mine already. The Sim Pathetics. So I'm going to score people on blue, cows on green, and mad cows on red for people, which there aren't any. So good on me. So it's my turn. So I'm going to score. So stars for guys on purple, none. Stars for cows on green, there are 3. So I get 3 points. 1, 2, 3. And there are no people on red, so I get no mad cow. Then we'll score this guy, or Charles. He's going to score people on blue, which there aren't any. People on red, which there aren't any. And he's going to get mad cow for people on green, which is 3. So he probably wouldn't have picked this card, but that's fine. It doesn't really matter. And then this player is going to score guys on green, of which there are 2. What color? That person's yellow, orange. Cows on blue, which there aren't any. And they're going to get mad cow for guys on red, which there aren't any. So good for them. All right, so this is now the score. Purple's in the lead on mad cow, which is bad. But they're in last place in points, so they might lose anyway. All right, so now, in the third round, we're going to get rid of all these again. Third round, lock cards are going to stay the same because green's still in the lead. And third round, everybody's going to get 1 more token. You're going to have 6 tokens. So you're going to vote with all these tokens. So depending on how thorough you spread out your tokens, depends on how well you're going to be able to manipulate your votes here. In more than a 3-player game, everyone's getting 3 cards. So this could be my only card. So depending on what tokens I have is how I'm going to be able to do that. So you can see I only have 1 green. So it'd be really hard for me to score this card. But in this case, I have 2 cards, because in a 3-player game you get 4 cards to choose from. So because I only have 1 green and 3 red, I'm going to try to score this. So that's going to be my card. I'm going to try to just get a bunch of cows in red. I'm not going to try to worry about green, because I also get mad cow for green cows. So we'll go ahead and play through this round, and we'll see. I wasn't going to, but sure, what the heck. We're only at 16 minutes. All right, so green's turn again. I'm going to try to get some cows in red. So let's go ahead and score this red right here. First, I'll flip a lock card. All right, then it's purple. Purple wants to definitely get some green cows. But they actually put a red there. Then it's this player's turn. They have blue. I'm going to throw a blue here. It's back to me. A new lock card. I'm going to go do another red because I want this to win. So this is now red, which is good for me. Makes me happy because I want red cows. Back to purple. I'm going to go ahead and throw red here. Then they're going to throw blue here. That's back to me. Ooh, red cow. I'm going to go ahead and take a red here. And then it's this player's turn. They're going to throw a green here, which I'm not super pumped about, because that's going to give me a bunch of cows. Alright, so this is now green, because I get mad cow for green cows, and now there are 3 green cows. Alright, so then it is orange player's turn. They're going to throw a red one here. It's my turn to flip another lock card. Let's go make this blue, because I don't want, well, I guess that doesn't matter if it's on green, but this is blue. Slide down. They're going to go ahead and throw a blue one here. They're going to throw a green one here. And it's back to me. Green cow. I don't want green cow, so I'm going to try to sway that to something else. They're going to do this because they want a blue cow, which I'm thankful for because green cows are bad. So this is a blue cow. Then it's this player's turn. They're going to play a green here, so this is a wash. So that one goes back to the bottom. And it's back to my turn for my last vote. So a new lot card. And I'm going to go ahead and make this one red because that'll give me a couple points. And then it's purple's turn. They're going to... I'm not going to be able to finish any of them, so they'll go ahead and vote there. And they'll vote there. Alright. So now we are done. So we'll pick an agenda card. I'm still going to stick with my original plan. Doesn't really matter. So this is mine. And they're going to flip theirs. So boom and boom. Alright, so starting with me, I'm going to score 1 star for every guy on green. So there's 1 guy on green. And I'm going to score 1 star for every cow on red. There are 4 cows on red. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I get 1 mad cow for every cow on green, which is 3, which is not good. So now I'm at 5 cows. Alright, so hopefully somebody else did worse than me. So they're going to get 1 point for every guy on blue, purple or blue. So they get 1 point for every cow on red, which is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1 cow for every guy on green, which is 1. Uh-oh. Alright, then it's orange. 1 point for every guy on red, which is 1. 1 point for every cow on green, which is 3. 1, 2, 3. And then 1 cow for every guy on purple, which is 1. Alright, so I won in points, but I lost a mad cow, so I get processed. So I am dead. So orange is the winner. They won the game because they didn't get processed and they did better than me. So that's how you play the base of processing. There's some variants you can play. They're in the rule book. They're easy to incorporate, but that's the gist of how the game plays. The other stuff just adds a little bit more fun. So let's go up to the top, see what we think about it. All right, so that was processing. I gotta say, I wasn't expecting a ton from this game because I was read through the rule book, and the rule book was really, I'm not going to say poorly written, but it was a lot of rules for as simple as this game is. It took me a while to get through the rules for just what is a simple bidding and scoring game. So, yeah, I guess we'll come back to the pros and cons later. That might be a con, but overall, I dig this game. So, let me talk about some thoughts before I get into the pros and cons. One of the thoughts that I really like is this is a whole lot of game in a little box. And it has way more decision space than it seems like it's going to have. And the art is funny. So look at these cards. They're all like play on alien names, like real life things. That's just silly. So, I'm going to go ahead and get into the pros and cons now, which I already spoiled some, but I'll make it official. So pros, a lot of game in a small box. There's like 2 or 3 variants you can play to give it even more flavor and pizzazz. So, and there's a 5 and 6 player agenda cards that you're going to see if you play a multiplayer game. So the cards may be different every single time depending on player count. I like the art. The art is silly, goofy, and fun. Just silly little alien stuff. And this can't go without saying. The components and meeples and stuff are amazing. It's a cow. Come on, a cow. So I like the art. I like the components. The gameplay is a thinky little game for what is basically just a bidding game. So I played this as a 4-player game, which everyone gets 3 agenda cards. The interesting thing here is when you have 3 agenda cards, you're doing 3 voting rounds. And as you go through rounds, you have less and less voting chips. That last card you have, you may really need to try to do some finagling to get some of these cards to line up the way you want them to. In the first round, you have so much freedom because you have 3 different cards. Last round, in a 4-player game, you have 1 card. And you're just trying to make do with what you have. So that makes it really, really thinky at the end of the game. And I enjoyed that a lot. So thinky game for a little game. It's easy to teach once you get through the rules. So it's easy to play, easy to teach. You could probably teach this game to anyone and they would have a good time, I think. So those are my pros. Let me go to the one con that I have. The one con is the rule book felt really complicated for as little as this game is. It's basically a bidding game, cleanup, scoring. That's it. But the rulebook made it seem like it was way more complicated than that. So the rulebook might turn some people off, so just play it with somebody who's played it before or watch a video and you'll see how it plays. It's super easy. And that's really all I have for cons. So I'm going to jump right into it. This is a BGM accepted game. I'm going to give this a 3.5 out of 5. It's a 7 out of 10. I'll gladly play this game anytime I can. It's fun, and it was a big surprise for me. So I didn't get a chance to check this out at Origins. It got sent to me before that, but I'm way more excited about it now than I was when I first got it in the mail. So if you want a little light, I'm not going to say filler, but a light game that you can play with gamers or non-gamers alike, check out Processing. I recommend it. So I'm Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and as always, keep gaming.